All right, we are back to finish our love Lego, and my camera is been moved, so it's not pointing at the. Okay, there we go. All right, you can see my Stardew Valley blankie. Alrighty, so we are going to. So I thought maybe while we were that maybe while we were doing this second part, maybe we would listen to some Valentine's Day stories. So, I have a YouTube video open here titled Women Share Their Wildest Valentine's Day Horror Stories. And I thought we might. Oh, here's the Women Share Their Cheating Horror Stories. That sounds funny.
Are you really the last person to find out about the...
We'll listen to that one. We'll turn the music off. I don't know. We can move this up here. I may turn off the video.
And you know what's crazy is that in the time that you've taken to sit here and watch this ad, you could have...
She was following me on it.
We'll turn the video off, but we'll have the audio on. So, yes, Heather, I am back. We are going to finish building our love. Love. Here's the E. And the chat's in a very weird spot. Where should I put the chat box? Hello, chat box. We can put you over here, I guess. We'll put you here. Hey, Lizzie R. So I thought maybe this time. So we need to do bag number 4 to finish the E. But I thought we could maybe just listen to some. What the hell? I can't speak. Hello, Blue Hoodie. Good to see you again. Excuse me, I have the hiccuburps. I thought about going to get an apple for a snacky snack before streaming this, but I did not. So I'll have to have an apple before I go to bed. But I thought we might listen to some stories. Maybe we will pop the screen up here. Just a little tiny up here. And this is called Women Share Their Cheating Horror Stories. Because what's better for Valentine's Day than listening to other people having their relationships ruined? Right? Right. Alright. So, so I'm gonna check the volume on this for y'all.
Instagram and said that I should meet up with her and her boyfriend.
I was just like, is this a movie?
I think that volume might be okay. The volume's okay for me, but I don't know how it is for you. So.
Movie?
Looking back, I was like, red flag.
Alright. Women share their cheating horror stories. This is by BuzzFeed. I can't get my bag open.
Today, I'm going to be talking about how I found out that my boyfriend was cheating.
You know, it's funny. This is BuzzFeed. And do you remember the Try Guys? I like the Try Guys. But, Ned, when Ned got caught cheating on Ariel with, what was her name? Maggie? I think Maggie? One of their editors, producers. That was fun. Alright. Oh. Oh, you were young. Oh no. Oh. She was just a baby and she got cheated on. That's sad. All right. Long one? Okay. How's the volume for you guys, by the way? Is the volume of that okay for you guys? Is it too loud, too low? Okay, I need this piece, 2 of these pieces, this green piece. Okay, so she's visiting her girlfriend on the weekends. Get the volume a little higher, of course.
Door, and I was like, that's weird, like she's home like really early, so I was like, maybe she came home.
Well, why would she knock on her own door though? Is that volume better?
I'll cook, watch TV, watch Netflix, something like that. 9 months into our relationship, I was visiting her for that weekend.
Oh,
This
9 months
specific
into
Saturday,
it.
I was alone.
Is that volume better, Heather? Alright, we're going to put this piece here. Sorry, I'm just waiting to check on the volume before I turn it back on. And that piece goes there. And... Alright, good deal.
And I was cooking for myself, and then I hear this like knock on the door, and I was like, that's weird, like she's home like really early. So
Why
I was
would
like,
she
maybe
knock
came
on her
home
own door?
Lunch or something, but it didn't make any sense to me. I opened up the door, and there was this guy there in like an army uniform. He had like bags and stuff, the whole shebang.
Oh no! Oh no!
I was really worried at first, actually, because I thought like something happened. I'm sitting there thinking like, oh my god, somebody like died, and this guy is here to like give her the news. And he like looked at me and he was like, who are you? And I was like, who are you? I was looking at him, he was looking at me, we were looking at each other.
Oh, is he a
We were
husband?
basically both lost and confused, and
These two?
come to find out it's her husband,
Oh!
like 5.
Oh! While her husband was deployed, she was having a little sapphic romance going on.
5+ years. She was married. And
5
we didn't
years.
know about it. We didn't know what to do because he didn't know about me. I didn't know about him, and like we were both kind of like just confused. Usually you find out like someone is cheating on you through like a text message. To be,
Oh
like,
no.
confronted was so weird. After we had our little confrontation, I got in my car and I drove away.
Need
I
this-
drove to the mall because I didn't know what
Oh,
else
wow.
to do. I didn't know where else to go. I didn't know anybody there. I called her and I basically was like, I don't know, some guy showed up at your house and said that he was your husband and that he was looking for you. And she basically
Oh no.
was like, oh, like she said, oh, she's like, I'm sorry, like this shouldn't have happened. And I basically cussed her out. I was super upset
Shit.
about the situation. I didn't know what to say. I was basically kind of just like, you know what, I'm just gonna go. We broke up after that. It was just like
Yeah.
some awkward like little ending. And honestly, I probably should have known because on the back of her car, she had like a bumper sticker that said like United States Army. From what I know, I think
Well, I mean, you know, the bumper sticker maybe could have been for a sibling or a parent. I don't know. 2, 4, 6, 8. But yeah, damn. I wonder if her husband divorced her.
they got back together. And
Oh.
They ended up getting divorced. I was basically a homewrecker without knowing it.
Oh
I
no.
was dating a guy who's a
They
little
did
older than
divorce.
me, and I remember having such a huge
Okay,
crush
this
on
goes
him.
here.
because he was into all the nerdy stuff that I love. Like, he was into video games and anime, and I was like, oh my god, we have like so much in common. Like, I'm in love. I think we've been dating for about like 4 to 5 months. I remember though that he had mentioned he was friends with some of his exes. It was like my first relationship. I wanted to be like cool and chill about it, and everything seemed like pretty platonic. So I try to feel like, you know, it's okay that he's friends with his exes. You know, they're obviously just friends now. Nothing to it. One day he mentioned that.
Well, I don't think there's anything wrong with still being friends with exes. I mean, maybe you just realized, yeah, we're better as friends instead of in a relationship. Although I don't know if guys are capable of being friends with people without wanting to sleep with them. I should clarify, straight men. I don't know if they're capable of that. I'm sure some are. Okay, and I need that one piece there. She trashed her, yeah. She did, Heather. She trashed her own home. Thought, hey, while my hubby's deployed or off doing whatever, I'm gonna have a little fun here, my own little.
He was going on a weekend trip with one of his exes, and I was like, oh, okay. I mean, again, I was a little bit nervous about it because I knew that they had like history, but at the same time, I was like, you know what? I trust him. They're going to go on a weekend trip. It'll be fine. He ended up leaving on this trip.
With
and
just
it was
her?
like a road trip, so he was gone all weekend. And I didn't hear much from him. And he came back and he was like, hey, I want to hang out. I want to show you pictures from our trip. I was like, oh, great. Like, you know, I was excited to see him again. We ended up going out to dinner and going back to his place, and he was showing me pictures from the trip, and everything seemed good. Like, it just looked like two friends that were on a trip. And he ended up like leaving the room to like, go grab water or something. I made the mistake of swiping too far in the pictures.
Oh no.
And I found out my boyfriend was cheating on me because I swiped into a picture of him and two of his exes having a threesome. And I was like, oh my god.
Oh.
It was like clear that they had some sort of like camera set up off to the side, and they were literally getting every picture of like all the action that was going on.
Oh my god.
Completely naked in the middle of having sex. So yeah, I saw everything. It was my first relationship, so with him, it was like he was my first kiss. Like,
oh
you know,
no,
I had never done anything like that before, and I was just so stunned to see him in these like super explicit photos. When he came back into the room and found me looking at the picture, I was so stunned, I didn't even know what to say. I remember that he was like super embarrassed that I had found it, even though it was like there with all the other pictures that he had taken over vacation. I remember.
Yeah, dude, be careful. Jesus. Yeah, Heather, I wouldn't trust men for that other word. Yeah, jeez. Hey, Aaron, happy Galentine's Day. Yeah, he was super embarrassed. Yeah, I bet. You caught me in a threesome with two of my ex-girlfriends. Jesus.
Being so shocked, I was just kind of staring at him, and he was talking at me, but I didn't really remember like process exactly what he was saying. He went on the road trip with one of his exes, and then the second ex met them at the place that they were staying. So it was like a meetup situation.
Wow.
At some point, I just got really angry. So I was like, you lied to me about this trip. You obviously lied to me about just being platonic friends with your exes.
Obviously.
You cheated on me. I remember having this like fight with him right then and there, which obviously wasn't much of a fight. It was mainly me just like staring at him and being mad and like yelling at him.
Well,
and then
yeah.
we ended up breaking up. It was honestly
I hope
one of
so.
the, like, most surreal moments of my life.
I started dating this guy, we're gonna call him Joe. We had met at a mutual friend's wedding. He was a groomsman and I was a bridesmaid. He was a musician, and I'm...
Oh, isn't that one of the classic little meet cutes? A groomsman and a bridesmaid getting together.
very, very into music, and so we kind of found a mutual passion. He lived in Michigan and I lived in California, and so we would travel and fly back and forth to see each other often. We would send each other letters. I would send him records in the mail, and we just dated for a few years. And every few
years,
he would take his van and drive across country to come visit me in California. And on his last and final road trip, He came and visited me, and we decided to
This one?
drive up the PCH and visit our friends in San Francisco. I could tell, though, his energy was a little off, and he was a bit different than he typically was with me. We were in San Francisco at our friend's apartment, and we were staying in their living room, and there was a coffee table.
Oh,
and
no.
Through the night, we both left our phones on the coffee table. And in the morning, he woke up to take a shower. One of the phones lit up. I didn't know if it was mine or not. So
Here's where we
I
are.
looked over, saw it was his, and saw this girl named Elizabeth, and she had texted. Obviously, I looked at it. It said something along the lines of, I can't wait for the sun to kiss my face and for me to kiss yours. And immediately it was like,
Oh, wow.
red flag. And I freaked out internally, but I'm not a very confrontational person. So I let myself think on it for a little bit. That day we had decided to go surfing. I felt so uncomfortable and so uneasy.
Drown his
that
ass.
day. There was an opportunity when our friends went
Beat him with his
surfing,
board.
and I were on the beach sitting, taking a break together. Very calmly, I tell him what had happened and how I had found this text from a girl on his phone. And I didn't go through his phone beyond the text that was on his screen because I wanted to hear what he was going to tell me. Immediately, he got extremely defensive. He was yelling at me like, why would you go through my phone? Why would you invade my personal property? What were you looking at?
She
And for
didn't.
me,
It
I
popped
felt
up.
very innocent. Like, our phones are next to each other and one lights up. Obviously, I'm gonna look at it. And he storms off down the beach and runs away. That for me was an admission of guilt. I decided that I needed more proof for myself. So I go back to the van. I do go through his phone. When I did that, I had found out they had actually been dating kind of seriously back in Michigan for 8 months.
Oh, wow.
Obviously blown away. Going through all of these texts, reading that they have pet names for each other, reading that she's his girlfriend and that she spends time with his family and that they love each other. And I'm just like,
Oh, wow. That would
I
suck.
decided to call this girl. She had no idea who I was. Apparently, she had found letters from me, and he had told her that I was just a friend and a pen pal.
Oh, my
She
God.
road tripped out to California with him, flown back to Michigan, and she was flying back in the next day to drive home with him. I
Oh,
hang
my
up the phone,
God.
I put it back where it was. I destroy his favorite CDs in the car
Oh.
and throw the pieces under each seat so you'd have maybe trouble finding them. I take my things and walk away. I get back to the city, I grab my things, I leave Joe a long letter and left it in his duffel bag, and that was my farewell. And I come home and I'm sitting on my couch super defeated and upset and just trying to figure out what
hear.
the next move was gonna be. And I look out my window and there's Joe. He immediately realizes that I see him and he turns around and starts walking away. I run outside and I just start screaming at him down the street like, what are you doing here? How could you do this to me? But he's just running back to his car. And
Coward.
obviously I chase him to his car and he rolls down the window and he's just sobbing and really upset and apologetic. And I was like, serves you right. I was
He's only sobbing and apologetic because he got caught, and the other girl probably broke up with him.
like, where are you headed right now? Because I knew he was headed to LAX to go pick up his girlfriend at the airport so they could drive back to Michigan together. And that's what he told me. And I said, see you never.
A couple of years ago,
Oh.
I was on.
So I had kind of a similar situation. The girlfriend that I've mentioned before that I think had BPD. Yeah, I should have broken up with her after I saw the text messages, but I didn't because I'm stupid. Had a similar situation. It sucks to see that. I'm just a sucker, I guess. But yeah, I had a similar situation.
on Tinder and I matched with this girl.
Okay, 3 of
and
these.
She was gorgeous. I showed her photo to one of my best friends and my best friend was like, oh my gosh, I know this girl. I was
Oh.
like, oh, well, is she cool? Should I text her? Should I go out with her? And she was like, yes, you have to. We chatted and
Oh.
decided to meet up. 3 to 4 months later, you know, we've been on all these dates, concert dates, dinner dates, bedroom dates. I mean, we were like dancing in the kitchen dates. It was romantic. You know, we were developing a relationship. We were talking about
It's fine, Heather. I've not dated the best people, apparently. But, oh my gosh. So they've been dating for like months.
About 4th of July, I was asking her what her plans were. She was like,
So I need these two?
There's something I need to tell you.
Oh no.
I was like, okay, go
These
on.
two?
And she goes, there's this guy that I've been seeing
Oh
for the
no.
last 2 to 3 years, but he's from Dubai.
Oh my god. What is it with people? Oh, my partner, the person I'm dating or married to, is away or long distance, so I'm gonna play and have fun. Well, I don't understand how people can do that. I'm just not built that way. I don't understand.
It's fine, like he knows about us, he's cool with us seeing each other. At first I was just like,
Yeah, but is she?
what is she telling me? Just totally in shock. And then she keeps going and she's telling me all about him. She's telling me how he owns this camel farm, how he's a prince in Dubai, and like how he has a 10-year-old son and he brought his son back to the States last year, and because their religions are different, he had to pretend that she was his son's nanny because he would have been shunned from his family.
Oh my God.
Like, clearly had no idea who I was dating at this point.
Wow.
And then she says, so the reason I'm telling you this is because he's going to be here for the 4th of July. And if you want, you know, you can come over at night. He could get a hotel room for the nights that I wanted to come over.
Oh my
And
God.
At that point, I was just...
Oh my God.
No,
Nope.
I'm done. I just...
Seriously? So the guy I've been seeing for a couple of years is going to be back in the country, but he's cool with us. And, you know, if you want to come over, he'll go get a... What? Oh my God. I'm so sorry, you people on this.
had to tell her, you know, I'm not trying to have this type of relationship, and I think it's best if we don't see each other anymore. When I ended things, she was totally fine. It seemed like she had no remorse. I had been following her on Snapchat and saw that when he arrived, they had been on every single date that I had taken her on, dates that we had talked about going on. It was just kind of a slap in the face. I realized that I had left a couple of my blankets at her place. I asked her if I could come get them, and so I went back to her place. As she was handing them to me, she said, there's a gift in between these blankets for you. So I took the blankets and went back to my car. I lifted up the first blanket. There was a blouse and a dress, which I would never wear. They had been bought by her boyfriend in Dubai because they had the currency on the tag. Well worth over $500.
Holy crap. So did he buy them for her or for the girlfriend? Okay, we are going to connect the L and the E together. Not quite sure how. Ow, I just whacked my head. Oh, okay. So I hit my head on my microphone. So that's going to go there. This long piece is going to connect right here. Okay.
I decided to take them to Goodwill and donate, and never have seen her again.
Oh no. Happy to be single. Yeah, Heather. Oh my God, hearing these stories, it's like, yeah. Wow. That sucks. Let's see. I already have that one open. We'll listen to this one.
It definitely left a bad taste in my mouth.
And the waitress was like, sorry, girl. And I'm like, girl, you knew what you was doing. Bye.
I was like, this sucks.
All right, so we need these pieces.
I am a college student, and I think that Valentine's Day kind of brings these grand expectations, what ends up happening is you get disappointed sometimes.
I'm a musician and actress. Valentine's Day is for the birds.
I am a voiceover artist and drama teacher. Overall, I've yet to have a pretty solid, good Valentine's Day.
I am a writer and producer. Although I think Valentine's
She looks
Day
familiar.
is over commercialized, I do actually like the feeling that people go out of their way to be a little bit kinder to one another.
Yeah, it is nice to just kind of have, like, yes, you should show people you love them every single day, but it's nice to have a single day, to just do it more. All right, here is the L and the E. So we don't have the V ready yet. Maybe I was supposed to build the V first. Let me build the V, and then we can connect the V. All right, let me put the L and the E somewhere. All right, we need bag number 5.
This was my high school boyfriend. I was what I thought to be very in love. So it was February, and we had been fighting for a really long time already. For a while, I had been suspecting that he was hiding something from me, and I was getting to a point where I knew I couldn't trust this guy. It's Friday the 13th. I had been fighting with him all week, and I was texting him and being like, I really want to see you. I know we made plans for Valentine's Day tomorrow, and I don't know if we're going to go on that date. Like, I want to make sure and confirm. Like, I want to see you. We're fighting. He ends up telling me, like, come over. I can't see you right now. I thought that was weird.
Oh.
Like, you know what? I'm going to show up. Like, I'm going to go and see you to talk about what's going on for Valentine's Day. So I arrive, and right off the bat, like, things are just weird. He doesn't let us go into his room, which was the routine. Like, you know, we go to his room, we talk. He, like, physically blocked me from leaving the living room.
Had another
We're
girl in
stuck
there.
the living room.
Right, long
and
piece.
I'm sobbing and crying my heart out, trying to say things like, you know, like, I don't know why you're acting so weird. Like, I caught you in this lie, I caught you in this lie, like, I don't know what's going on. I go home, but I'm still feeling kind of weird
these
about
two
the
pieces.
whole situation. Valentine's Day, we had agreed we're gonna get a breakfast date and start off the day together. He arrived late to the date.
Oh.
And that never happened. Like, this guy was super militant about
Bum.
being on time, and I knew right away
These.
something was up. When we got to the date, I looked into his eyes and I was like, I know you're not cheating on me, so please just tell me what's wrong. And he just told me all the pretty things. I care so much about you. And this
Oh,
and
but
that.
he is
I ended up
cheating
not
on you.
believing him. We ended up breaking up on the way back to my house, and when he dropped me off, it was on his motorcycle.
Wait, why? What? Wait, what did?
We ended up breaking up on the way back
sorry.
to my house, and when he was like, I know you're not cheating on me, so please just tell me what's wrong. And he just told me all the pretty things. I care so much about you and this and that. And I ended up not believing him. We ended up breaking up on the way back to my house.
Oh, no.
He dropped me off. It was on his motorcycle. So I like took off the helmet and I was like in tears, just super dramatic about it. It was a couple weeks later, and I had a girl who would go to school with me confront me about something that she knew and that she wanted to share with me. Turns out she was hiding in one of the rooms when I was there on Friday the 13th.
No.
I had heard everything that went down, spent the night with him. She had been told that I was a crazy bitch by him, that I was super manipulative, and that I was this just amazing actress when it comes to crying my heart out. The reason that he ended up late for our date was because she had spent the night and he was dropping her off.
Oh, what a dick.
Ended up confronting him with that girl. So we went over to his
Oh,
place.
right, yeah.
I was furious. I was in there and being like, you suck. I know what you did. I know that you did blah, 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 blah. I leave. But what I ended up doing was tipping over his motorcycle. He ended up calling the cops on me for that, but nothing happened. So
this happened about 8 years ago. It was a guy.
Oh man, solo Times Day for me. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Why do people cheat? I don't understand it. I don't know. I'm just not built that way.
That I've known for a really long time since we were younger. He asked me out on a date, and it happened to be for Valentine's Day. I know him because back in the day, we were like, I guess teens, and we were hanging out one night, and then he left. And then literally the next day, his mom called me like, he got arrested.
Oh no.
Blah, 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 blah. So I ended up having to go to court for him to testify that he was with me and not robbing this guy that he got arrested for.
Oh,
he
dude.
asked me out for Valentine's Day, which was cool. So he picked me up, and it was like maybe a 5-minute ride. He looked cute. You know, we had fun. We were just chatting it up in the cars. We went to a sushi / like nightclub, and when we got there,
A sushi
it was
nightclub?
like a really big dance floor when you first walk in, and then like on the right side you go up the stairs, and it was like another lounge area. It was really cool. Then we got there, music was playing. The waitress comes over like, oh.
That's right. You treat yourself. You want to be away from your crazy family.
Hey, you know, she already knew him. So I'm like, okay, cool. He comes here a lot. So she took his order, and then she came to take my order. And she said to me, you know, he comes here a lot with his girlfriend. And I was just like,
Oh.
okay.
Dude. Outed by the employee at the sushi place. Oh, dude.
So I looked at him. He didn't say anything. He took his money out of his wallet and he just put it on the table. And he proceeded to get up and walk away. So I'm thinking like, okay, maybe he's mad or I don't know. So I'm like, okay, I'm sitting there waiting like, well, And at the same time, the waitress was like, sorry, girl. And I'm like, girl, you knew what you was doing. Bye. So I'm like, hold on, did he leave? I got up. I went down the stairs and I look out the door. He's like 3 blocks down.
Oh
and
my
I'm
God.
Like,
Dude, you're the one that fucked up and you're gonna just leave her there?
T-Mobile home internet yet? Trim your hedge. It's $35 a month with no price hikes.
T-Mobile 5G
Come
home
on,
internet.
skip
Just
the ad.
$35 a month. And with Price Lock, we won't raise your rate on internet.
Come on.
this motherfucker really left me. And mind you, he's my ride. So then I'm like, I had to catch a cab home. It's just crazy because I went to court for him, but then you just left me at the club. So fast forward like a year later, I was walking down the street and I hear a car honk their horns, and I look, it's him. He's like, hey, and I was just like.
I was in high school with my high school boyfriend. We didn't really mesh well in terms of what we liked to do together. We were always going to the movies. He kept pushing me to go to the movies, and I'm more of an outdoorsy person. I like to hike, I like to swim, I snow ski. I try to get him to do something at least outside for Valentine's Day. Like, please, let me do something different outside, please. He said, okay, what do you suggest? And I said, the beach. Perfect, simple, little good introduction because, you know, we had never done anything outdoors before together. I thought it was gonna be, you know, easy, chill time on the beach, but no, on Valentine's Day.
Oh, no.
I'm just swimming under the waves as per usual, and he is about, I don't know, 50 feet behind me. I'm like, come on, you can do it. Yeah, you can make it. And he's like, you know, like doggy paddling behind me like this.
Oh, no.
Struggling. I'm like, you grew up in Santa Monica, what's happening? Are you okay? I turn back again, and suddenly he's bolting up the sand for some reason, and I'm like, okay, what the fuck is happening right now? I catch up, he's at a trash can by the time I get there, and he is throwing up his guts.
Maybe
like,
he gets
every
motion
time
sick.
I'm going like, what's that get? I waited what felt like forever, maybe a couple minutes. And then I finally ask him after he's done, what happened? And he says, I swallowed too much salt water. What? You grew up in Santa Monica, you should be able to swim, and you should also know to not swallow the salt water or open your mouth when you're going under the waves. Because it was our first time outdoors together doing something outdoorsy, he kind of wanted to impress me. I appreciate his effort. After he threw up,
oh my God,
he was really, really embarrassed. He was kind of an insecure person to begin with, and this just topped everything. We had to just sit down. I told him it's okay. He kept asking me, "Are you embarrassed? Are you embarrassed right now about me or for me or because you're with me?" I was like, no, it's okay. I didn't want to make him feel bad, especially on Valentine's Day. So we just chilled.
Okay, we got
on the
this.
towels. After I get to his car,
oh, we got the V.
he's about to leave. He decides to kiss me goodbye. He's into really like deep throating, tongue kissing.
Oh God!
Rinse out his mouth.
Oh no!
Tongue kissing mixed with the leftover flavoring of his barf. I bolted straight inside and I grabbed that toothbrush. I must have put that toothbrush down my throat so far that it might have hit my stomach too and cleaned it out, because that's how disgusting I felt after that. It definitely left a bad taste in my mouth.
So there was a guy at my high school that was really into me.
Yeah, no, that's awful. Okay, we have the V started. Now we're gonna open bag number 6. And
I could not have been into him less. He kept asking me out in all these different ways, and you know, we were both in plays, and so he would like do weird things on stage, and then he'd text me and be like, "Did you notice that?" And I'd be like,
Worlds of war. Sam, get a team. Suit up.
Let's go.
hate you. I really just was not into him at all. He just like tried to be a bunch of people that he wasn't. One Valentine's Day when I was 16, I got to my first period class and there was this singing lobster, and the lobster was like still in the box and it had a price tag on it, and I was like, this sucks. He had this poster board. I remember had like cutouts of like Scarface on it. It was as if like someone had taken lipstick and like kissed Scarface on the lips, and in like marker
That's weird.
it said like, will you be my Valentine? And I knew it was from him.
Oh God.
Nah, man.
That's a very public declaration.
Is like trying really hard and you don't find it romantic. It's just like unbelievably annoying. The day went on and I was like, you know, just irritated. I guess as a Hail Mary or a final attempt to.
Hibiscus says, I've been single my whole life and these stories make me feel better. Yeah, I'm not feeling too bad about being single right now, but yeah, I was kind of, well, I mean, I'm still sad about being single, but I mean, these are just like, wow, I feel better now.
To win me over or something. He put like 12 or 13 roses on my windshield of my car and a box of chocolates, and I walked to my car in the parking lot and I knew it was from him immediately. So I'm again very angry. I took the flowers and I threw them on the ground. And the chocolate I threw on the ground because I was just like, I don't want to deal with this. Nobody was around. It was just me being dramatic. Like I wasn't doing it to try to be cool. I just was so over it. I took them, I threw them on the ground. I get in my car and I like reverse and then move forward, and I hear like a pop, and then I hear like a
oh no.
That's a funny sound. So I just kind of keep driving like maybe a foot, and then I hear like so then I get out of my car and one of the thorns in the rose petals had popped my tire. So I was
holy shit, are those like some industrial frickin' roses to pop a car's tire? Jesus. That piece goes there.
Even more angry because I, again, didn't want to be with this person, was so angry that he left me flowers because I felt guilty, and then they popped my tire. And it was my fault. It was all my fault. So I had to get a AAA guy to come, and I had to tow my car. I had to get a new tire, and I didn't end up getting home till like 9 o'clock. So little did I know that he was there for about 20 minutes, watched me throw the roses on the ground, watched me throw the chocolate on the ground.
Call BES, he sabotaged her car. I don't. Well, I mean, if she found the rose like stuck in the tire, I guess. But apparently he was watching her.
Watched me run it over like a jackass, and then pop my tire, and then he left, and I'm presuming went to go, I don't know, write some poetry or feel bad for himself. And now he is my husband. He still definitely holds it over my head.
She ended up marrying him. Oh, I don't know if that's cute or... Oh my god.
Head. Every time Valentine's Day rolls around, it just makes me laugh because, you know, I really wanted nothing to do with him at that point in my life, and now he is my whole life.
Oh, oh my god. I thought, yeah, it was so he did, and yeah, now we're married. Oh my god. I wonder what his grand gestures are these days. He kidnapped her. Blink twice if you need help. Though I do want someone obsessed with me. I'll just take someone willing to go out on a date with me. Here we go. Single women share their dating and rejection horror stories. Let's listen to that one.
Building your online business? Go to Wix.com and set up your store.
Okay, well, bye. Gotta go, like, save my friend.
All right, let's see what these women have here. Let me see, what pieces do I need? What is that? Oh, it's 2 of these and 2 of these.
And he's like, what? No kiss? I feel like generally my dating experiences have been like pretty underwhelming. I am a hopeless romantic and have somehow managed to only have awkward, horrifying, just like generally unexciting dates. Jealous?
I'm just bad at dating. That could be.
So this was about 5 years ago, back in New York. OkCupid was like in its prime. And I was like vehemently adamant that I didn't want to do the apps. I wanted to meet organically.
So we have this.
Moment. My friends were like, "You have to try the app.
Goes
you're
here.
So hard. You're so judgmental. Like such a New Yorker. Like you have to give people a chance." So I did, and I matched with this guy on OkCupid, and he like, "What's your?"
So OkCupid used to actually be really decent. That's where I met my girlfriend, my last girlfriend, that I was with for 1.5 years. But now it's just full of like bots and scammers. Hibiscus. I also want a man to be all over me, getting me some cinnamon roll plushies and some of my boba drinks. That's funny. Go get it. Go get it. He kidnapped her. No, Heather.
Really hot. Seemed normal. Okay, we met on like the street corner in the East Village, and he like right away.
One of these.
Like Steve from Blue's Clues, and I was like, no, canceled. But I was like, you gotta stay. So I was like,
oh.
And he seemed like normal enough. Was like wearing khakis, like the whole just Steve Blue's Clues ensemble.
Oh.
So then we go to cross the street. We're walking to a bar that he chose. So in New York, unlike Los Angeles, you can jaywalk, and in fact, it is the preferred method of travel on foot. And I go to cross the street, and there's a car like 2 blocks away, like really far away. So I'm like, okay. And he goes, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Heather says, I keep getting told that my personality isn't what the hell's that supposed to mean? He makes me, that's right, Hibiscus. They make you the sandwich. Otherwise I have decent dates, but no one excites me lately. Sometimes it takes a few dates for the excitement to come, maybe. That's right, Hibiscus. Keep that bar high. What do they mean though, Heather, by your personality isn't what they expected? I don't understand that. I don't know. You want to hear? I've had I've had a couple of dates since my ex-girlfriend and I broke up in 2019. I had 2 dates with one girl and then this other girl that I met. You want to hear the story about that one here in a minute?
He like grabs me, which like, no. And he's like, whoa, 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 baby bird, I saved your life. And I was like,
whoa, baby bird.
Like, still a block away, but like, okay. He's like, whoa. He's like, I feel like you're my baby bird now. Never call a woman a baby bird. We get to the second intersection. There's another car coming, because New York is a city, it's alive, it's fantastic. There's another car coming, even farther away, and I go to cross the street again. He stops me again, he goes like, whoa, 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 baby bird. Aren't you glad your mother bird saved you? Want me to regurgitate in your mouth a little?
What the fuck?
Let's see if my Stitch Fix box matches my style file. My stylist tells me that I'm a rustic
So I need to take this piece off.
I knew I
Give
was
me 1
contemporary,
second.
but I had no idea I was also edgy. I absolutely loved getting a style file.
This
Who knew
piece
I
is
was
being
such
difficult.
A combination of styles.
There we go. Apparently I missed let me finish her story, then I'll tell you a story.
In that moment was like, I could die right now. Horrifying, I literally can't find words. So I was like, no, I think I'm good. Again, I really should have run away right then and there, but I'm trying to stick with it. We get to the bar, and I go to sit at the bar, like at the literal bar. And he goes, oh, no. Like, I hate sitting at the bar. There's too many people. And I look over, and it's like literally empty. And he's like, let's go sit in that corner. Like, oh, you mean the sketchy like corner in the shadows? Great. So we go, we sit down, and he's just like immediately, he was 28 at the time, I was 24, and he's like, oh, like, it's so nice to go out with someone who's not just like dying to have kids. And I was like, oh, I mean, I'm 24, I'm like not remotely thinking about that. He's like, oh, I mean, he's like, I don't mean to be whatever, but like, I've been on OkCupid since it began. It's like,
wow.
That's something to brag about, dude. It's like, he was acting like he was bringing up some indie band that he had discovered like way before it was cool. And he goes, oh, you know, he's like, women my age, like they're all about their biological clock. And he lunges over, grabs my stomach, and goes, oh, don't worry. I'm sure you have great ovaries. I'm just like,
What the fuck? I'm sure you have great ovaries. Dude.
Stares at me. So what would good ovaries look like? What does that mean? Anyway, I immediately text my best friend who is at the ready knowing that I'm on a date because that's what you do. And I'm like, call me. So she calls me. I'm like, oh, hey, like, you okay? Like, what's up? And then he goes, oh, are you doing that thing where like if a friend calls you on a really bad date? And my friend could hear him say that. And she's like, abort. And I was like, no, actually, like, she's need to get out of a really bad date. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, you're great, but like, I gotta go. And he goes, oh, let me walk you home. And I was like, oh, no, like, that's fine. Like, I do not want this guy to know where I live. And he insisted. He's like, no, baby bird. Like, I'll go with you. Anyway, he walks me home. He walks to my door.
Baby bird.
And I'm like, okay, well, bye. Gotta go, like, save my friend. And he's like, what? No kiss? I was like, nope, I'm a lady. And I, like, turn around and I run upstairs. And I blocked him immediately on the app, my phone, and all devices. The moral of the story is that if you're like sensing red flags like from the beginning, just leave. You don't owe anyone anything. And if you feel unsafe or you feel like someone's just generally creepy and bizarre, you reserve the right to not hang out with them for an evening.
Oh my god. Calling her baby bird for one is just, oh, you're fine, Hibiscus. Oh my god, that's ridiculous. So here's a story, I guess, for you guys. So a few years ago, maybe, let's see, I was in this house. So maybe 2021, I think that's when I bought my house, 2021. I was talking to a girl on OkCupid, and she lived about an hour 10, 15 minutes away from me. And we were chatting. We were having some really good conversations. Really flirty, really kind of, flirting a little bit, which I'm really bad at. And, but we'd been talking for a couple of weeks, and she's like, yeah, I really want to meet you. I'm like, okay. I'm like, well, I can come out to where you are. She's like, okay. She's like, we were getting along great. We got along great in our chats. And, she was super flirty as well, and seemed really interested. And, so, and mind you, all of my pictures that I used on OkCupid were all current and up to date. Just so there was no surprises, right? So I was like, all right. She's like, I'll put in an order at, I think it was like, some pizza place there in Columbia, Missouri. And you can pick it up on your way and then come out to my house. I'm like, all right. So I picked up the pizzas and drove out to her house. It was maybe 7 o'clock or so. And, so I get out there, we have food, we're talking. She didn't come within like 5 feet of me the entire night. Maybe 3 feet. Yeah, she didn't come anywhere near me. We talked for a few hours, just chit-chatted. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to head out. And so it's like an hour and 15-minute drive, right? So I like get back in my car and I leave, and I'm just like, wow. I'm like, she had less than 0 interest in me after meeting me in person. Just like none whatsoever. It was just, no, she wasn't going to murder me. She was an artist. We're still friends on Facebook. She's an artist. But yeah, just her interest dropped to like less than 0 after we met in person, and I'm just like, all right, well, that's great. But it is what it is. It was just so funny that she was like super into me and like really flirty and everything, and then we meet in person and she's just like, no. And so now it's just, it just sucked. Yeah, yeah, I'm just like, damn. And it's like, so now, like, there's a woman that I've been talking to off and on since December. She hasn't messaged me in like 3 days, but I know she's crazy busy because she works in DC. But it's so funny because she's like, no, I'm really into you, and I really want to meet. And I'm like, well, I'm like, yeah, sure, that's fine. I'm like, don't say these things until we actually meet in person. And she's like, what? No, I'm really super attracted to you. I really want to meet you. And I'm like, look, this isn't my first rodeo. I'm like, you can tell me that you're into me if we actually ever do meet in person, which seems unlikely at this point. But it's because I'm just like, look, here's my experience. When people are like, oh yeah, you're great, I really like you, I want to meet in person. And then you meet them and they're like, no. So yeah. See, I had a date like that, but she didn't talk the whole time unless I was asking her questions. And then she asked me to be friends with benefits. If I get to meet her, we'll see. I mean, we talked about maybe meeting up in the middle somewhere, like in Ohio. But that'll have to be like when weather isn't awful. And like we barely talk right now. Like I want to get to know somebody a little more before I meet them, but it's like, it seems like she's only interested in knocking boots, and I want to get to know more about people because that isn't the most important thing to me. Am I missing a piece? I think I'm missing a piece. Oh, did I maybe drop a piece? I think I might be short a piece. I don't know, unless I'm just not seeing it. It's not still in the bag. I checked. I don't know where that piece is.
My dating experience
has whoops.
been a mixed bag.
You like to meet quickly so you can weed them out. I'm really bad at asking people to meet in person. I've actually canceled all of my dating apps because I don't like to bother people, and I don't think they would want to meet in person. So because I just don't ask people out. But I'm missing a piece. I am looking around seeing if it disappeared somewhere else. I don't see a piece on the floor. I don't see a piece on me. Maybe it'll turn up. But yeah, so that so I don't know. But yeah, that was just like, it was kind of a bummer just to have that happen there. What's a terrible mindset? What did I do this time? And why am I missing a piece? I'm very sad about this. Oh, yeah, I mean, I just feel like I'm bothering people, but I am so awkward in person. Where the hell is that piece? I was talking to this one girl, lived in Canada. We were talking on Discord, and she just disappeared. I haven't seen her in like 2 weeks. But I've canceled all my dating apps anyway. So it doesn't matter. Gotta practice in person and it gets easier. Yeah, it's like if somebody isn't able to hold a conversation with me over text for longer than a couple of days, then it's just like, okay, would you even talk to me if we met in person? You know what I mean? People do ghost a lot.
There have been some really terrible dates and some pretty good dates. So I was fresh out of college. I was 21 years old, and my mom decided that I was already an old spinster and that she needed to hook me up with someone immediately. So she set me up with this guy that she met on a plane. So she gave my number to a complete stranger. So I looked at his profile, and like my mom said, he did look like a male model. He was really, really hot. Like, I cannot explain to you this guy. So I was like, sure, I'll date him. I mean...
Sure, I'll date him. This piece is missing. I don't know where it is. It's a flat piece. I don't know. I may have to go buy just a single piece. Okay. But we have this. Okay, we're going to build... we're going to build the O now.
I'm just shallow like that, I guess. And so I went on this date. I lived in New York at the time. We just like walked around Central Park and we had a good time. We were getting drinks and dinner, and he was like a little bit bro-y, so he just kept being like, I cannot believe that we went on this date. I met your mom on a plane, and then we're like, generally, it was like a pretty decent date. And then we're getting ready to part ways, and he goes,
oh no.
T-Mobile home internet yet? Turn your head. It's $35 a month with no price.
T-Mobile 5G home internet. Just $35 a month. With Priceline, we won't raise your rate on internet.
Oh no.
have a girlfriend?
Oh no.
If we have a three-way, like, we'd be totally down.
Oh no.
He gave no indication that he was in a relationship, that he didn't want to date me. He seemed like pretty into it.
Oh
and
no.
So I was like kind of taken aback.
Thanks, Mom.
I was very shook. I just like kind of felt bad for his girlfriend. Like, I don't know if his girlfriend knows that he went out with me, or if that like she was in on it and they were like trying to find someone to have a freeway with, but it was kind of insane. I think the moral of that story is sometimes you shouldn't go out with a hot guy just because he's hot. Never listen to your mother. I think that's a good moral, right? Yeah.
Never listen to your mother. Or you could just like not have your mom set you up on dates with dudes that she meets on a plane. I just hit myself on my microphone again, and I did drop a piece this time. I know her mom called her a spinster at 21. I know. Oh, I need to plug... I thought my phone was plugged in, but it's not. That makes me sad. Let's plug my phone in.
The one and only time that I dated an actor was with this gentleman. I just want to give a little PSA about why you should not date male actors.
Oh, no.
They are quite possibly the most self-absorbed humans on the planet. I once dated this guy who was an actor and loved to talk about how the New York Times loved to talk about how he was beguiling and unbelievably attractive. And, you know, we dated for like what was probably like 14 days, but I was just so, I mean, this guy was an Adonis. Like, the physique of a god with the personality of a pile of shit. But I was blind. I was blinded by abs. Real big ego boost for me. We were literally dating for, I'm not kidding, like 2 weeks with that, and he would like drink an entire bottle of wine and just go on and on being like, you know how hard it is to be this attractive?
Oops, I think I turned up the speed on accident. Oh no. No, I didn't. The speed appears to be fine. That's weird. Oh, I think...
And not know if someone's interested in you for you, or because you have a symmetrical face.
Sorry.
Like, and unbelievably attractive. And,
Might have...
we dated for like, what...
My mom hit on a waiter and asked if he wanted my number. I was mortified. Oh, Heather. Hibiscus, that is a strong boundary I have with my mom. Don't set me up with any men. Don't date a male actor. Don't date a doctor. Don't date a firefighter. Might as well not date a man. Don't date men who are Marines. Don't date lawyers. Don't date military. Oh my god, so what does that leave? Somebody in IT. There you go. Data engineer. Don't date garbage men. They're stinky.
It was probably like 14 days, but I was just so, I mean, this guy wasn't a goddess. Like, the physique of a god.
Oh my god, I keep hitting... Sorry, I'm gonna move my book over here. I keep hitting the keyboard.
With the personality of a pile of shit. But I was blind. I was blinded by Ab. It's real big ego boost. So we were literally dating for, I'm not kidding, like 2 weeks, if that. And he would like drink an entire bottle of wine and we just go on and on.
Wow.
Do you know how hard it is to be this attractive and not know if someone's interested in you for you or because you have a symmetrical face? Like, dead serious. He was also the...
Do you know how hard it is to be this attractive and know if somebody's interested in you for you? Or because you have a symmetrical face? That's hilarious. I don't really want to date women. No offense. Nobody's offended by that, Hibiscus. I'll be asexual. You can't really choose. You're...
the kind of guy that would constantly brag about the fact that he had never pursued anyone in his life and had always been pursued. Modesty is becoming. You know, it ultimately didn't work out, and I think it taught me a much needed lesson that even if he looks the part, he needs to act the part, you know?
Wow, the smelly clown.
So when I started going on dating app dates, I went on a lot that were super questionable because the people were very different online than they were in real life. And so I went on this one date. We decided to go to a bar, and he was 30 minutes late because he was coming from his clowning class. So he hugs me hello, and he smells bad, like shrimp, rotten eggs, and horror. I was like, this guy has hygiene problems, but I didn't want to make him feel bad, so I like tried to stick it out for the rest of the date. So we're talking about normal date stuff, and I asked him where he's from, and he says New York. He was going on and on about all these conspiracy theories he has, like he and his brother came up with all of these things, and he's like on all of these online forums, and how like he believes the government was involved, which what? He didn't ask me about myself either. He just like kept going on and on about his own stuff.
Wow. We wish you were asexual. Being straight is almost a disability at this point. I'm sorry for your ailment. Hibiscus. Secondly, already have an AI chat downloaded and love in deep space. I don't know what those are.
I honestly just kind of let him talk.
Green pieces?
Talk because I didn't know what to say to that. And so I was like very freaked out. I just kind of brushed it off. And then he just goes on this tirade about all of his childhood trauma, and I just felt like his therapist. And it was
need 4 of these.
Really awful. He walks me out to my car and he like grabs my face and goes, "This was spectacular," and then like leans in for the kiss, and I was like, "No thanks," got in my car, didn't say bye, and sped away.
Oh,
I could
wow.
really see his face in the pictures, but his profile was like kind of funny and weird, but I guess like it wasn't purposefully funny. Like he was just like kind of weird. I don't feel like I learned very much from that.
Oh my god. Oh. How funny. This was spectacular. And goes in for a kiss. Wow. Men are so bold. I have never gone in for a kiss on the first date. I let them come to me, to be honest, because I don't want to kiss somebody if they don't want me to do it. That is bold. Yeah, what's this AI chat thing, Hibiscus? I don't know what this is. Okay, and these two pieces go together. All right, we got this. I don't know what it is. What is this? Is the AI chat thing called And Love in Deep Space? Is that what it's called? Okay, I need 3 of these pieces. Oh, excuse me. I am so sorry. I have to go to bed, but have a lovely night. May have the audacity. Talk to you later. Have a good night, Stitch. I hope you sleep well. I'm going to try to hurry and get this built so I can go to bed. Because I need my desk space. Forgot the name of it. Interesting. What's the purpose of it? Just to talk to somebody, but it's AI? I need 4 more of these pieces. And 2 of these pieces. Hey, Mini Builds! I hope you're doing well. Love and Deep Space is a Chinese dating sim where you play as this... Huh, interesting. And we're going to put these on here. And then I did get the Love set. I did order it, and I thought I would build it for a little pre-Valentine's Day build here. It's taking me longer than I thought it was going to. Talk to anime character. Interesting. You built it 2 weeks ago. It looks great. Awesome. It looks super cute. I have a missing piece though. Hopefully, I'm hoping it just fell somewhere on the floor and I just can't find it. But I'm missing one of my flat pieces. So, I'm hoping to find that soon. Oh, my headset battery's low. I need to take my headset off. Yeah, I thought this was super cute. So I finally ordered it. Okay, we have this. What are we? Oh yeah, we're building the O. That's what we're building. Oh, it has 2 more bags. Damn it. I need to pick up the pace. And 1 of these. And 2 more of these. Yeah, I ended up ordering the other 2 season sets to go with the Lucky Bamboo. So I ordered the chrysanthemum and the plum as well. So I have all 4 of them. And I will get around to building them eventually. I've been working my ass off today at work so I could take the time tonight to build this. Interesting. Tomorrow night I'm going to stream it's like a dating game on the Switch, like Monster Prom was the first one, but this one I'm going to be doing the camp, like Monster Camp XXL, I think it's called. I'm going to be playing that tomorrow night. Oh, get that piece on there straight. I need to order a new fan hub for my PC because it is not having it. Whoops! Let me just break this in half. Oh no, you messed up when making the O and had to backtrack. I hate when I messed up on the V and I had to backtrack a step on the V because I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. There was a glare on my book actually and I just missed what I was doing. Okay. I need 6 of these pieces. I mentioned a little while back that I was talking to someone. Am I still talking? Yeah, I was talking to 2 people off and on. One that I was talking to, we'd been chatting on Discord a bit, but she like disappeared like 2 weeks ago. The other one, probably the one that I mentioned, we haven't spoken in a couple of days just because she's super busy with work, and so if she messages me, it's like at 10:30 at night, and I'm like getting ready for bed, and she lives in DC, so it's already super late for her. I messaged her a couple of days ago and told her I hope she was having a good day, but I haven't heard back from her. She told me a couple of days ago, she's like, please don't think that I'm not interested, because I am still interested. She's like, work is just, things are just really crazy right now with the change in the administration, because she works for a government agency. So I don't know. I mean, I don't need to communicate with somebody every single day, but just a hey, how are you, or hey, good morning would be nice. So I don't really see that going anywhere. She still wants to meet in person, but that's not going to happen anytime soon, just because of location and work. But so yeah, not gonna hold my breath. It's all right, mini builds. All right. Oh, we need to do this one twice, so we'll go ahead and get these going. And I've canceled my dating apps, so there's nobody new. I'm not like Amber Lynn. I don't have women sliding into my DMs on Instagram. That. Oh, somebody driving down the road. But you have any plans for tomorrow, mini builds? I was saying earlier when I was streaming a bit earlier, doing the first half of this, I was wondering if we were gonna get a Buzzball live stream tomorrow night from Amber. And then a bit later, I remembered that she has COVID, so probably not. She's probably not going to be streaming on Valentine's Day when she has COVID. All right, we got that so far. Now we need one of those. Whoops. Need two of these. We're going to put them here to keep them in place. And may go to V-Day dinner with a family. The restaurant's going to have live music and well, that sounds awesome. Did you have to make reservations? Did the family have to make reservations? Because I know here in my area, it's really hard to just walk into a place on Valentine's Day and get a table without having made a reservation like a week in advance. Sometimes even like 2 weeks. Oh, I need another. Am I missing another frickin' piece? Okay, I'm getting a little irritated. I think I'm missing another piece. Oh, they said reservations weren't necessary. That's good. I think I'm getting irritated. Because if I'm missing a piece right now, I can't continue building this. Like that front flat piece that I'm missing, I can do without it for the moment. Because I can replace it later if I find the piece. Or if I go buy another one. But if I'm missing one of these, I can't exactly continue on. Yeah, I tend to do that a lot too, many builds. I end up with a piece stuck in the bags. And I just looked in the bag that I put in my trash can. It's not under the keyboard. Hold on, I'm going to change screens here really quick. So you're not looking at my butt. My blanket is full of static. I moved my chair away from my desk. Oh, my tummy made a really weird noise. All right. Why is that up in the corner? That's supposed to be like the entire... Oh, good grief. All right. So I found the... No, they apparently fell in the floor. And fell into a place where I couldn't see them. Even though I was very careful to not drop them in the floor, they snuck around me. Yeah, I have lost a piece in my blanket before too. Alright. We're good though. Okay. Because I was going to get very sad if I was just completely missing a piece. Yeah, when I was building the globe, I was constantly leaving pieces in the plastic bags. Just constantly. Alright. 3 of these. 1 of this. Yeah, found them finally. Ouch. Okay. 3 of these. Ooh, this build's keeping me up later than I thought it was going to. I don't want to have to do a part 3. We will prevail. Who needs sleep? All you need is love. Alright. Put this front piece. I could always stream from my kitchen table with my laptop, but I just, I don't know. I'm just here at my desk instead. Where I have like no space. I've never had one with a missing piece either, and I've bought a lot of Lego sets. I bought one of the Batman cowls. Well, I bought both of the cowls. But the 1960s Batman cowl, I can't put it together. There's something wrong with the way the pieces are fitting, and they won't fit properly. So, I talked to them at the Lego store, and they said if I bring it in to them, like one morning, early, they'll help me with it. And if there's something wrong with the pieces, they'll replace the pieces for me. But I haven't had the time to take it in, to go in the morning when they first open at 10 a.m. Okay. So here we have part of our... So this goes... Oh, okay. That connects to there. And that connects to there. So our U is underway. But there isn't a lot connecting those together just yet. Wow, those are barely together. So we need... Okay. Oops. Almost dropped a piece. Alright. So this is going to go here. There we go. That'll connect these together. And this goes there. Alright. So now we're gonna pop these onto here. Got that. All right. That goes on there. And then these. I think the O is really interesting, how it's making the curve shape. It's really interesting. I need to get my shelf ordered and put on the wall back here behind me. Thought about getting the Mona Lisa when it first came out. I was frightened by the face, and some influencers criticized it, but I saw it in person at one of the Lego stores. Really? Interesting. I haven't thought about getting that one. I need to finish building the season ones, those 4 plants. But I have the Dungeons and Dragons one, and I have Rivendell. So I need to build those. Those are going to be big builds that I obviously won't be able to do on my desk. Right. Oh yeah, I try to catch them on sale when I can, which isn't very often. Alright, we got the O part of the... We have OO. Oh, the frame. I haven't seen... I'll have to look at that. I really like the chess set. I haven't taken the chess set downstairs yet. It's still stuck in the crevice here on my desk. But the chess set was a lot of fun to build. Right, bag number 8. Let's try to not dump any pieces in the floor this time. I know the Rivendell one is so awesome. I need to build it. It's downstairs. I'll build it on my kitchen table. So I also bought these light kits for the Dragon Age one, or the Dungeons and Dragons one, and the Rivendell ones, and display cases for them, so they don't get dusty. I bought a display case for my Christmas tree too, so I can put it up and not worry about it getting dusty and falling apart. So I found a place that makes display cases. Yeah, it's stupid expensive. But you know, I was never able to afford the tower with the Eye of Sauron. I was never able to afford that one. So I bought the Rivendell one for myself. Now that I'm an adult and I'm not a broke ass... There's the piece I need. Not a broke ass college student. I'm just a broke ass adult because I spend all of my money on comic books and Legos. Where is the little piece that I am looking for? You've got to be here some... There you are. There you are, you little sneaky thing. Yeah, I'm wondering if the light kit will need to be put through as I'm building it or after I'm building it. I don't know. But I'm looking forward to see what the light kits, because I was looking for a display case, and I saw the light kits and I was like, ooh, that could be kind of fun. So I ordered the light kits too. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Okay, now these two. I think both of my display cases came in. I haven't opened the box yet because I haven't needed them yet, but I think those... I enjoy those things. Nothing. Yeah, if I could actually make the time to read my comic books, it would be even better. I thought about getting the typewriter one. I saw the typewriter after Amber built it, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. But I did not. Then we'll put this piece here. I don't know why Amber Lynn won't do a Lego stream. People have asked her to. They're like, play with your, you know, build your Legos. And it's cause, I mean, she could figure out how to get her camera. What was that? Was that my work laptop dinging at me? The green one. Yeah, no, the green one is the one that I was looking at. Looks kind of cool and retro. I don't think I've seen the new little pink one. Wait, does this go here? Yeah, okay, that goes there. I'm getting sleepy. And theoretically, I could finish the last bag tomorrow. You thought about the typewriter one? Is it? You know, the globe. The globe looks so cool when you're done with it. But oh my god, the globe was so freaking repetitive. And it was like 10 hours to build, the globe was. But every little slice of the earth, oh my god, so repetitive. Okay, turn this over. That one goes there. This goes here. Flip it over. That goes there. I like the little A pieces. They're kind of cool, these little pieces. one of the Creator 3-in-1s. Those are always kind of cool. Do, 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 do. All right. Yeah, the ones that are cool get repetitive. Yeah, it's just so repetitive. I need to get a new fan hub. Alright, this goes here. And then this goes here. Alright. The Eiffel Tower. You know, I can't remember. I know I've seen that one. That would probably get pretty repetitive too. The Eiffel Tower. 1, 2, 3. You know, it's kind of funny. I know Zachary Michael used to give Amber a lot of shit for building Legos, like, oh, playing with toys, the kids' toys. And then after he and Noel broke up, apparently he built a Lego set. I think I missed this video, but I heard that he said in a video that, yeah, you know, I built a Lego set the other day, and it was actually very therapeutic and very calming. And it's like, yeah, and you give Amberlynn so much shit for building Legos. It's like a lot of adults build Legos because they're fun. And they're cool. They look so awesome. I have a bunch of my Batman Legos downstairs on a shelf. Like DC builds. Okay, got that one there. Crazy repetitive because it's so huge. Yeah. Some of those really big ones would just be so crazy. But they look so cool when they're done, though. When I was getting ready to build this one, I was reading the little blurb in the book, and it's like, oh, build this with your loved one and put them together. And I'm like, gee, thanks, Lego. Thanks for making me feel even worse about being single. People are judgy when they, yeah, absolutely. I think Young Dumb Honey Bun used to do that all the time too, with like the Legos. Be like, those are kids' toys. You're literally playing with kids' toys. She would constantly like talk down to Amber about building Legos. Come on, get a little bit. There you go. Hate when they're a little bit crooked. I gotta try to get them on there straight. Okay, I need 4. You hide the fact that you build Lego until you get to know someone. Dude, don't feel you gotta hide your hobbies. If they're gonna make fun of you because you build Legos, then they're not worth your time. I've had my PC on for a while. It's 13 degrees outside. Jesus, it's cold. I really need to get these fans, my fan issue sorted out. I really do. You had this friend, she asked you what your plans were one afternoon. You didn't want to tell her that you were going to a Lego. Aww. Oh, was that my work laptop that kicked on? That makes me sad. I would have been like, really? You're going to a Lego expo? Can I go? Can I go with you? You felt bad because you were being... She probably thought you were going to go sell drugs. What you doing this afternoon? Oh, I'm just going to this place to see some things. And then she follows you because you're being all mysterious and weird about it. It turns out you're just going to go play with Legos. Alright. Okay, so now we need to attach that to this. So we're going to turn this around. Turn around. Alright, and then take this. And we're going to connect these. Look at that. Oh! Oh! No, don't you come apart. I keep hitting my head on my microphone because I'm a dumbass. All right. There we go. You texted her and told her the truth, and she was so cool about it and said my brother-in-law sells Legos. See? Nothing to worry about. That's awesome. All right. Making progress on the O. I swear that I just plugged my phone in. Is this the right cord? Yes. I was just checking in with an exact impression of me. I'm going somewhere to see some things. I'm trying to keep an eye on my phone also, because there's a friend of ours from gaming that isn't in a good place mentally at the moment, and a little concerned. I already have the E done. The O is the last thing I have to do. I already have the L and the E. The L and the E are done. The O is the last one I'm working on. But I also want to stay up to check on this. I didn't want to message this friend because another friend is talking to him, and I didn't want him to feel like he's being ganged up on. So, even if I am sleepy and I do want to go to bed, but I want to wait and see, make sure this friend is okay. Hey, Mademoiselle Scythe, good to see you, dear. How was your nap? And O, I forgot the O is the last letter to be. It was so-so. Not a great nap. That's the worst. When a nap isn't great. I find my afternoon naps typically feel more restful than my actual sleep at night. It's really weird. Maybe because I take a nap because I'm super tired. But yeah. Yeah, I was just asking the friend that's been talking to him. I just messaged in our group chat on Discord. I just messaged asking if he'd had any luck convincing this friend to How long are you asking me or Scythe how long the naps are? I might do an hour nap if I do a nap. Okay, and then this piece and this piece. All right, what side are we on? We are on this side. All right, get on there. And then we flip it up. My light felt like it was flickering at me. Okay, and then we flip this around and put this piece here. Get under there. Oh, 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 don't you fall apart on me. And we have these flat pieces. Fuck. Come on, dude. And this piece goes there, and this piece goes here. You woke up super thirsty. Were you sleeping with your mouth hanging open there, Scythe? Sorry, I'm just sending my friend a message, the other one. The one that's having a rough time tonight, apparently, because if I don't message him... As if I don't message him and he does something... and I didn't message him to try to talk to him, then Mini Build is giving you some juice. It's one of my D&D friends. Oh, did I put this in the wrong? I put these pieces in the wrong spot. It's one of my D&D friends. He was one of the first. When I first started playing with this group, he was the DM of the campaign that we were playing in. And then he got really busy with stuff, and the campaign ended. We stopped the campaign. We didn't finish it, it just stopped. And then he was in some other campaigns with us, but then his work schedule got in the way. And I haven't talked to him for a few weeks, but the DM for the campaigns that I'm in... Oh shit, you can see my phone. I mean, it's not like there's anything on here that's awful. But apparently this other friend is apparently threatening self-harm. So we're a little worried, and I didn't want to message him because I didn't want him to feel like he was being ganged up on. But I just messaged him. Oh, what did you eat, Hibiscus? Come on. Message me back. Alright, bag number 9. This is the last bag. And even if I do want to go to bed, I can't. Can I get this bag open? I don't think I'm ever going to get that apple for a snack that I wanted to have. I think my leg wants to cramp. I think I have seen the flamingo. It's cute. Ooh, a breakfast dinner. What did this breakfast dinner entail? Oh, wait, what piece is that? Okay, I need one of these red pieces, one of these yellow pieces, and I need a little, it's a little, oh, there it is, this piece. And then another one of these. I don't like that these are slightly different shades of red. Breakfast dinner is always delicious. Sometimes you just want, I don't know, eggs and sausage for dinner. Or pancakes or waffles or whatever. Wait, where does this go? This goes here. And then we're going to do that again. Can't go wrong with eggs, toast, and potatoes. That's always a good choice too. I really like breakfast burritos with like potato and egg and cheese and sausage. Turkey sausage is good. So good. And eggs. That would bug me if they were different shades. Yeah. Yeah, they are. They're different shades. And this goes on this side. Get in there. Come on. Get in the hole. Oh, there we go. There used to be, it was like a little drive-through Mexican place near the convenience store that I worked at when I lived in Springfield, when I was living with my sister for a little bit. And I did the overnight shifts, but when I switched to daytimes, like mornings, I need 6 of these. I would drive up to the little Mexican drive-through place and get a breakfast burrito. It was a massive breakfast burrito, and it was so freaking good. It had like egg and sausage and potato and cheese. Sorry, I keep checking my phone. I'm just making sure we don't have an update from the friend. All right. Got that. And we need 2 of these. No, breakfast is always good. When I go to some place, maybe like Denny's or something, It's always hard to resist getting like a breakfast. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, so we have okay. These. What did I just drop in the... Oh. It was my charger. So today was pretty productive work-wise. So I'm hoping tomorrow is just as productive. And I can not feel bad about taking part of the evening to play some video games for Valentine's Day. One, two, that's backwards. 3, 4. All right, and then we're gonna flip this bad boy over. And, oh, I have to do this 3 times. Okay, you go right here. Okay, and these make up the sides of our O. O, O, O. And this goes on here. And then we're getting close, folks. We are almost done with love. Done with love. Love is still out there for all of us, I'm sure. One. Nope, almost missed it. 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then plop 2 of these on here. And we'll build another one, and then we'll put those on the O. That, and that, and that one, and that one. And then we flop it over. And that. That. Whoops. Okay. So now we have our little O. You're locked in your house, Libby. That's a sure way to stay away from love. You know, you aren't wrong. You aren't wrong. I'm willing to leave my house for some things. I'll leave my house for coffee. I'll leave my house for food. And I would leave my house for love. If it also involved coffee, that's a bonus. Look at our O. The O's coming together nicely. Okay, so now we have this little piece of the O to make. So once again, we have this piece. Got that and that. And that one, that one, okay, and then this one, and then two tiny ones go here. We are so close. Then we flop this bad boy over. And this goes here. There's our O. Oh, oh, oh. It's magic. Oh, and we get the instructions on how to put the whole thing together in both books. So, let's build our love. All right. Here is the L-E. Got the V. This is gonna pop up into here. Oh, okay. I thought I had those backwards for a second and I got so worried. We're gonna... Oh, come on, love. All right. Now for the O. The O's a little lopsided. Okay, come on. It's a little awkward getting the hole. I normally don't have any issues with finding the right hole and getting it in there, but there we go. Come on. There we go. Did you hear that satisfying snap into place? L-O-V-E, love. Just a few little extra pieces, not too many. Oh, whoops, wrong way. Oh, you know what'll help? If I stop sharing this screen. Love. Oh, if you can actually see it. There we go. You know, it may actually also help if I move the camera. Oh, sorry for that. We finished the love build. Yay! That's cool. And it wasn't repetitive. It actually had some variety to it. I really like that. I need to get the shelf put on the wall over here to put some stuff on. And yeah. All you need is love. Do 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 do. That's cute. I like that. Oh, I feel. Oh. I'm over here almost breaking it, trying to push some pieces closer together here, because I feel like there's too much of a gap. Oh, there we go. The O was a little wonky. The popping noise reminds you of when your hip pops. Oh no, Scythe. I'm sorry. I don't want to remind you of bad sounds. Love. That's super cute. I like that. That was a fun little build. Alright. Well, we listened to... Oh, you missed them, Scythe. We listened to some dating horror stories and people that found out their significant other was cheating on them. We listened to some of those at the beginning of the stream. But oh, I need to get a trash bag. So I think we're gonna call it a night. It's late for me. Oh, I can almost wish you all a happy Valentine's Day in 50 minutes if I stay up. But, yeah, I'm gonna get ready to go to bed. Get ready for that. Tomorrow night, I need to make a thumbnail. Oh, my hair is a mess. Oh, my goodness. I need to make a thumbnail for tomorrow night. Hopefully our friend is okay. But, oh, yeah, thank you, Scythe. I hope he is too. We won't know. Because he lives alone. And we won't know if he's okay. Unless he responds to one of us. And so far, he hasn't messaged in about 15 minutes. So we don't know. But thank you all so much for thank you for spending some time with me on Valentine's Eve and hanging out and watching me build the Lego set in 2 different stints here. So, but I will hopefully see you all tomorrow night for some video gameplay. And I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful night. And until next time, be safe and take care.